Hello everybody and welcome back to this good old universe series that you all know and kind of like. We're here, Philadelphia, PA, no, not a tag team match, a one-on-one match that really shouldn't be happening, but is. It's an unfortunate circumstance. I think my mic's too loud. Just a second, I gotta check the fucking dial on it again. Yeah, it just keeps getting turned slightly up. I don't know how. But anyway, Edge coming on out here tonight. Excuse me. He is set to go one-on-one with his own tag team partner. They literally just formed a team, but he's going to go one-on-one with Jack Swagger. They've still got a few kinks to work out. They were originally scheduled to challenge the World Tag Team Champions, the Celtic Cross, the United Kingdom, whatever you want to call them, tonight for the championship, as they're one of the only teams that have not been torn through so far by the tag team champions in their reign. However, McMahon found a way to prevent that from happening. Yes, McMahon has claimed that this is for their best interest and definitely not something used against them in this situation. He's actually just putting these two in a match instead of having them fight for the tag team titles because he doesn't want to see his main event explode. He doesn't think that they're quite ready yet as a tag team. They've got a few kinks to work out. Edge was obviously not very happy with Jack Swagger and the lack of anything that he did in that tag team match against the Powerhouse last week. So they've got to work it out. Because right now, Edge feels like he's got a useless tag team partner. Swagger's got to prove himself. They've got to iron out their kinks by fighting each other, basically.
Don't look now, Michael, but we've got company.
I don't know what the hell she's doing out here. I believe that's Nikki Bella. Brie Bella has very slowly drifted off to Raw. I mean, to SmackDown. We're on Raw. I don't particularly know what Nikki Bella's business in this match is. Two former World Heavyweight Champions looking to compete for the World Tag Team Championship, but that was brought to an end by McMahon, pulling them out of the match, saying that the United Kingdom will still defend the tag team titles in the main event tonight, but it will be against a tag team more fit for the job, and we'll find out who those are later on tonight, but they are chosen by McMahon. And they're going to face off against Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, who are a little overdue a tag team title defense. I believe they're about 240, 250-ish days into their tag team title reign. 6 defenses in their belt. By now they should be looking at about 7 or 8. They're not too far off, but enough that it's becoming a little bit of a problem, and those championships may be more fit for, you know, a tag team that's actually focused on being a tag team.
These two are supposed to be friends, but they sure aren't showing it here.
It's a little strange to see a tag team that's only just formed going up against each other, and with the involvement of Nikki Bella at ringside, I really don't know what to say is going on between these two right now. I don't know what purpose she serves coming out of this ring. Maybe she's looking to become the manager of one of these two. Maybe a little more than a manager. Maybe there's a reason that these two have been having issues that we don't know of.
Edge's mind so calculating.
But they looked like they were going to be a tag team last week, and to see them against each other for the 100 billionth time tonight, it's honestly just a little bit disappointing, heartbreaking, and tiring.
How impressive have these superstars been live tonight on Raw?
We've got a big-time main event, though, as I mentioned before, the World Tag Team Championship on the line. We've also got a number 1 contenders match for the Women's Championship coming up before our main event, as McCool is set to go up against Trish Stratus to find out who's going to be next in line for Karma. We know Trish has had a history with Karma and McCool. They've never really gotten an opportunity, but she is quite an impressive former women's champion in her own right, so I think they could have a pretty good match, to be honest. We've also got, coming up next, though, a very interesting one-on-one matchup, as Brock Lesnar is set to go one-on-one with Ted's maybe partner, we're not really too sure, Randy Orton. It's going to be an interesting match. Randy's most recent match was actually beating Ted and Cody in a triple threat. Some people feel that Randy Orton should be the one challenging for the United States Championship at Night of Champions, but it is Brock Lesnar. If it wasn't obvious from the fact that I was able to list off the match card, I am pulling back the reins on this game a little bit. I don't like the matches it's been booking. They aren't making sense, and pay-per-views aren't being built up towards. So my new decision is I'm going to give it creative control over remarkable matches. I will play whatever the hell it wants as a remarkable match because it's just going to keep booking it anyway. If it comes up with a match that I can make some sense of, then yes. But Randy Orton versus Kevin Nash was the original main event for tonight, and there is no reason for that to happen when it's Batista fighting Sheamus at Night of Champions, and we've got 2 more Raws to build that up. Admittedly, Batista's not going to be in that tag team match. He doesn't have a tag team partner. He's not going to be going for the World Tag Team Championship, of course. But at least Sheamus is in the main event. At least he's making an appearance outside of defending his World Heavyweight title at Night of Champions. So I just kind of want build. I want things to happen that have a purpose again. This, you know, I've been like doing like a kind of a month-long, I think it was, experiment, about 4 weeks of Universe, I think, where I was letting it book because I thought it was going to make more remarkable matches, it was going to make storylines, and they were going to lead to something. But I started to notice that 2 things were happening. One, it wasn't making them that often. A lot of matches were just happening for no reason, and the only thing it was actually doing was making run-ins happen that never led to anything. And 2, the rivalries that were building up, they weren't happening at the pay-per-view. It was building them up, but only for Raw and SmackDown and NXT. And it's like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. Then we have a pay-per-view come up, and, you know, SummerSlam was a mess. I had to kind of make some sense out of it myself by making stuff up last second. Well, nice one, Edge. You got right back up to get hit with the jackknife powerbomb. Jackknife powerbomb? No, that's not. Gut wrench, that's it. The gut wrench power. Oh! Okay. Well, okay then. Edge kicking out of the gut wrench at 1. Take that, Jack Swagger, for thinking you were going to win a match with your finishing move. You fool. It just didn't feel like anything was making any sense. We weren't really building up anything. So I'm taking back some control because I want the matches to make sense. Well, like I think Brock Lesnar was set to face off against. He was booked in the second match. I think it was like Mason Ryan. I was like, yeah, but why? What does that do to build towards his match with Ted DiBiase? Yeah, he's being booked. That's good. But I don't think it's gonna really do anything.
Are you surprised at the confidence being shown by Swagger right now? Oh, not really. Some fans say Swagger has a superiority.
This has been a competitive match so far to start off your Monday night show.
And you gotta figure it becomes extremely difficult to breathe after a few of those. What a boot!
Oh, he got him. He got him so bad.
Oh, what a painful kick! He does it again.
Well, this is definitely not going in the favor of Jack Swagger right now, but I suppose to be fair, at some point it had to turn around.
With Swagger's amateur background, it's so hard to outmaneuver that young man.
Nice. What is this now? What is Edge looking to do here? Oh my goodness, it's the yeah.
I don't know how much more damage he can take.
Oh, full Nelson slam. Wowee.
Watch out here.
Nikki Bella continues to sit idly by at ringside during this match. We still don't really know what her goal was for appearing. Maybe she's just scouting talent. Maybe she wants to manage someone. She's jealous of her sister Brie, who's kind of slowly migrated over to SmackDown. She wants to have some kind of spotlight too, maybe.
Oh, what a crossbody!
Oh, Edge-o-matic.
Good job getting to the ropes there.
His long, long legs, the legs of Swagger, are a very well-known trait.
Wow,
Able to reach the ropes.
look at this.
Big DDT. It's a shame Edge doesn't really know how to do his normal finisher. He only ever knows how to do the diving version, which is fucking stupid. It's kind of cool the first time, but only ever doing it is a little silly. Well, Edge kicked out of a gut wrench, but Swagger is not kicking out of the almighty diving spear. And yep, there's Nikki Bella, in case you forgot. So there you go. I don't really know what this means for Jack Swagger and Edge. Well, here comes Nikki. She's checking on Swagger. Okay. Helping him up to his feet. That's good of her. Okay. Why? I don't understand. I guess Edge and Swagger aren't too tight right now, though. Edge did not jump to her defense. I believe that's Nikki Bella. I might be wrong, but I guess this continues. I don't really know what's going on here. Okay, well, Brock Lesnar now set to go up against the man he debuted against. Brock Lesnar and Randy Orton, one-on-one. I think the first time they ever met in a match, I want to say Randy Orton won. But Lesnar looked very impressive in the match. He's developed a lot since then. Quickly become a strong fan favorite.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Weighing 295 pounds.
We put a poll on nottherealwwe.com, and 95% of votes believe that Ted DiBiase's reign is over before it even began at Night of Champions. Not a lot of people have a very strong vote of confidence for Mr. DiBiase, with his first championship defense being against that guy right there. I can't really say I'm surprised. It was a pretty tough first opponent to be revealed, but he topped the rankings. He was scheduled for a Contenders match.
And his opponent from St. Louis, Missouri. Weighing 245 pounds. Randy Orton.
As far as everybody knows, Randy Orton and Ted DiBiase are still in allegiance of their own. It's simply Cody Rhodes has been kicked to the curb. Haven't really seen a lot of strength in the alliance of Randy and Ted, but there's also just been zero confirmation that they're not an alliance, which is why we still recognize them as representing the legacy. I guess we'll see. I mean, Ted's not here tonight. He's not coming out to assist Randy Orton in any way against his Night of Champions opponent, Brock Lesnar. You'd think that Ted would want a first-person view, some kind of involvement in this match in the slightest, but he's decided to sit this one out, evidently. I mean, Ted's been all over the place. He won't go away, quite frankly. He keeps interfering in all kinds of matches lately. Tried to get in the head of Kevin Nash for some reason. I think he went to NXT last week as well. I can't remember what it was he did now. I think he interfered in Kozlov's match. Kozlov and Savage. I might be wrong. But nonetheless, surprisingly, this one match he's not making an appearance for. This is the one he should be here for. Some people think that Randy Orton's just keeping Ted sweet so that he can get a United States title opportunity, but obviously I don't really see how that's going to happen. I don't think, you know, I got to deal with the majority here. I don't think that Ted stands much of a chance at all of making it out of Night of Champions with his United States Championship. The only thing that he's got going in his favor, and I hate to even suggest this, but the only thing that I think Ted DiBiase's got going on in his favor to keep that championship around his waist coming out of Night of Champions is the champion's advantage, and it's not something I like to see anybody utilize. It shouldn't even really be a thing, but unfortunately, for some people, rules were meant to be broken, and for Ted, I think that's about the best hope he's got, is getting himself disqualified or counted out against Brock Lesnar, or getting Lesnar counted out, although I don't know how he'd do that. I think that's the only chance he's got of making Out of Night champions still with the United States Championship. But the problem with the Champions Advantage, and the reason why it backfires 9 times out of 10, is you then usually have to deal with that person again. They're not out of contention, they're not away from you. You've just prolonged when you're going to have to actually fight them.
Tremendous damage to the neck. So much on the line in this one. Like they say, on any given night,
Scoop slam. Well, he tried to knock him out of the ring. It didn't quite work. Again, coming up tonight in our main event, we've got a World Tag Team Championship match. The Celtic Cross, Sheamus and Drew McIntyre, 2/3 of the United Kingdom. They're going to be defending those World Tag Team Championships for the first time in a while here in the main event of Raw against a mystery tag team. McMahon says they are the perfect fit to be competing for the World Tag Team Championship, with McMahon's less than perfect relationship that he's currently got with the United Kingdom. One would have to imagine he's probably hoping that the powerhouse can take the tag team titles. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Ezekiel Jackson, Kozlov, you know, Mason Ryan, any combination of those three competing for the World Tag Team titles tonight. I tell you what, you want my opinion on who should be competing for the World Tag Team titles? If you're going to go with the powerhouse, though, it's Jackson and Kozlov. Go with the ones with the successful records and the history to prove it. Kozlov is the longest reigning hardcore champion, which is one of the hardest championships to keep your hands on for a long period of time, and he managed to do it for 80 days. Ezekiel Jackson's a former United States champion. He never even lost the title. He got injured and was forced to relinquish it. Those are your two choices. Their wins are above their losses in terms of the records as far as I'm concerned. They're definitely... They should be your vote of confidence. However, I have a bad feeling he's going to keep trying to push that Mason Ryan agenda as he has been. And I gotta say, I'm not particularly confident in Mason Ryan. The guy's got more losses than wins, and he's only competed in 3 matches, but... yeah, you can do the math there.
Orton is just unbalanced. There's nothing as terrifying as looking into the Viper's eyes when he's in this kind of mental state.
This is a very interesting matchup, to say the least. These two, obviously very equally matched. You know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. It's only a matter of time until Brock Lesnar is competing for the World Championship. He's clearly a very well-respected guy, you know, outside of this universe. You know, an accomplished multi-time world champion in this year that is 2010. You know, just recently he quit working for a company with 8-sided rings and cages. We can't really say much more than that, but you know, he's a legit guy. You gotta be afraid of Brock Lesnar. I think that's why he gets so much recognition after such a short period of time within this business. Randy Orton, he's going to that place, though. He's going to that place, everybody. You don't like when Randy Orton goes to that place. Big old knee. Not a lot of people kick out of one of those. That's got to be it. Brock Lesnar, you know, oh, okay, big mistake. You should always capitalize when you're in control against Brock Lesnar. The RKO should have been the finishing point, and if Randy loses, we know why now. Lesnar quickly getting a breather, and the guy's not even showing signs of hurt after that RKO, I want to mention.
These athletes seem to have tried everything, and his head bounces off the table.
I would love to see this guy with the US Championship. You want to talk about someone... oh, what the fuck? What is this? Get the hell out of here! Stop ruining match. Oh. Well, thanks for not pausing the game. Thanks for just dying. 1 second, guys. And we're back. I love that it didn't even pause the game. It's like, well, no, Santino's made an appearance now. This is really important. He needs to be able to interfere in matches.
So vicious. When he counters, he knows exactly how to follow them up with one of the most devastating of moves.
Get the fuck out of here. Get your fucking filthy hands off of me. I swear to God, I will fight this game's targeting and I will hit him with a move and I will make him leave. He is not distracting any referees. He is not helping Randy Orton. He is not doing a goddamn thing. He doesn't belong on Raw. He doesn't even belong on NXT. He's got a 1-14 win-loss record and he needs to fuck off. Get out. Leave. There you go, you got dropped on your fucking head. I mean, you didn't, but you should have. Yeah, leave. Better be leaving. Piece of shit. Keep trying to put yourself over. It's never gonna happen. Never ever. For as long as I hold this controller, you are not putting yourself over. Yeah, disappear. There you go.
Cover here. One.
What?
And Randy takes a hard shot.
Into the cover, hooks the leg. One.
Mm-hmm. You wanna
Not fast enough.
play that back to me one more time, please?
And this has got to be it. 1, 2.
Yeah, I was just making sure that's what I saw. Okay. Okay, Randy can kick out of the F5 on a 1 count.
There's the inverted Russian.
I guess the game took some personal offense to the fact that I thought its booking was shit.
1.
It's like, oh yeah? Well, I'll just start spam pinning. How about that? I'll hit you with one move and then I'll pin you, and then I'll hit you with a move and then I'll pin you, and then I'll hit you with a move and I'll pin you, because WWE12 is so good.
Look at the disdain in the eyes of the Viper. And Randy gets taken.
Oh, yeah, just pissed Lesnar off now.
Right in the mouth.
You don't bust Lesnar open and get away with it.
And that fist connects again.
I like that Ted DiBiase, a much more logical interference could have happened, and they were like, nah, we're gonna get that fucking cheap pop from that one person that everybody's only supporting because he's a massive loser.
Oh no! Right on the spine. Ah, look at this.
Get ready for a pin attempt, guys. It's coming. He hit me with a move.
Every single.
Oh, okay, fair enough. A signature actually ain't the worst thing. Like, that's fine. I'm gonna hope he doesn't pin right off of it. Good. If he's gonna win, he should at least hit an RKO. That's right. 2 RKOs on Brock Lesnar. And of course, Brock freaking Lesnar, he kicks out.
Uh-oh. Evil intentions.
But of course, because it's W12, here's another pin attempt for you. Oh, hang on. Here's another pin. No, okay, hang on. Here's another pin attempt for you. No, okay. Wow, I'm surprised. I've used my resiliency, so I was expecting it to just desperately keep trying to beat me now.
Got the arm up.
Oh my God!
This is a very intense, random match on Raw.
Orton escapes. What an incredible lariat!
And here's the pointless pin attempt.
Away. 1, 2.
Yeah, and Brock Lesnar kicks out two RKOs, but don't you forget, he can't kick out of a lariat. Just one. Just one out of nowhere. That's what keeps him down, because WWE fucking 12, that's why. This game is good. I like this one. The AI is the best in this one. Well, It is what it is. Randy Orton with the victory. He gets Brock Lesnar. But you know what? That was a hell of a match, and it really brought Brock Lesnar to his limits. And I don't know if Ted DiBiase has what it takes to do that. Some could say maybe Randy Orton does deserve to be in the US Championship match. I mean, he beat Ted, and he beat Brock. Should it be another three-way at Night of Champions? I don't know. Maybe. I think it would be nice to see a one-on-one match, but I mean, maybe he could be next in line for whoever wins at the very least. Either way, Randy Orton comes out with a victory as we move on. Up next, #1 contenders match for the Women's Championship. Will it be Michelle McCool or Trish Stratus that's next in line to feel the wrath of Karma at Night of Champions? Well, we find out next. Okay, #1 contenders match, Night of Champions implications. Still to come, World Tag Team Championship main event. What a show it is. What a show it's going to carry on to be. Michelle McCool, Trish Stratus. Who's facing Karma?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring, from Florida, Michelle McCool.
At one point, Michelle McCool was the top woman here on Raw, as well as SmackDown, actually. She really ruled the top. She brought the Women's Championship here to Raw, as a matter of fact. A very successful competitor. I think she's a multi-time Women's Champion. I don't currently have the ability to look at that. I mean, I'll see how charged up my phone is. It would come in handy. Yeah, it's charged enough. Cool. Oh, cool. Okay, sorry, I was just quickly reading some actually quite important information about our move. We're moving home soon, so that was actually quite important. I hadn't seen that yet, so sorry for the moment of silence there. Just really needed to see what that said. Okay, Michelle McCool, I think she's a two-time Women's Champion. I think she lost it to Phoenix and then won it back, and then brought it to Raw. No? No, did she just win it from Phoenix? Yeah, she's a one-time champion. Oh, okay. Oh, she lost the championship scramble initially to Phoenix, and she pursued it quite a bit.
Here we go. And this one's destined to be
Oh yeah, with the help of Layla, she beat Beth Phoenix to win it. Okay, yeah, I remember now. And then right after that, she retained against Beth Phoenix and brought the championship to Raw. She held it for quite a while, and I think she lost it to Tiny Shiny. Yeah, after a few months. And then Karma won it, and that's where we are now. She is the longest reigning Women's Champion with a 91-day reign. Karma, of course, clocking in at 64 days as of today. She's starting to catch up. I think she's had just as many defenses almost. Michelle McCool had 3 defenses in those 91 days. Karma with 2. She is set to defend that championship in 2 weeks' time, though, at Night of Champions. Very interested in seeing who she goes up against. I think Michelle McCool's time should be here. McCool was a top player on Raw and SmackDown, and I'd hate to see that continue to plummet. You know, you look at her first season, okay, her record wasn't flawless, it was 5-4. It was still on the winning side by a single win, but it was 5-4. But you look at her record nowadays, she's 1-4. Michelle McCool has really fallen off a bit. And I think, to be honest, I think it was the move to Raw that did it to her. I think she came over here and things just went downhill for her. She's only won 1 match this season. I mean, she's not been utilized nearly as much, but none of the women have because they've been letting the game book, and the only thing it knows how to book is the #1 contender versus the champion every single week. So, you know, that's not a problem. No, sir. Trish Stratus, on the other hand, she's also on a bit of a losing end at the moment, 2-3. But unfortunately, these are the best that Raw has to offer. You know, when Karma is the women's champion, it's really hard to say anyone's going to overcome her. I think we're looking at, you know, a future Hall of Famer, a big-time women's champion, someone who's going to be really near impossible to top. Maybe not quite Layla in the first series level, but I think she'll be pretty impressive. Shout out to anyone that remembers the original Universe series and Layla's Women's Championship reign, but I think this is going to be quite a big deal. Oh, excuse me. Multiple punches.
Debilitating impact to the spine and back. Oh, look at this.
Black is the new black, by the way, if it wasn't obvious. I wonder who will run in this match. Gotta love them mid-match interferences.
Michelle McCool.
Anything else you'd like to say there, or just Michelle McCool?
Big move coming.
Oh, was it? Oh! Kicked her leg right out from her leg. That was vicious. And delicious. Oh.
Oh, look out!
Hey, what would you expect Michelle to do here?
Give up.
Trying a different angle. How good is
Throw her
Trish
hands in
Stratus?
the air like she just don't care. She's beating the hell out of Trish Stratus. She's obviously motivated. That's what we like to see. We need someone who's going to be able to step up and really bring it to Karma.
Too slow.
Oh, did she take a shot there?
Okay.
Now that's a statement.
Quite a long episode of Raw we got today, compared to what we've been having lately. We've still got a World Tag Team title main event to come. Pardon all the snorting. God, I feel so gross.
Trish grabs the head off the ropes.
Oh, here we go. She's looking for it. She's got all that stratisfaction. Is that going to be enough to get the victory over Michelle McCool?
Michelle was
No.
almost done.
I say, if it is it going to be enough to get the victory over Karma? But I guess I don't need to ask that now, even though I already said it.
I'm not sure if she knows what planet she's on after that. Michelle, stop that.
That's the thing, you need your finisher to be able to get them down in a single hit. You can't always guarantee being able to do it. I mean, you look at their finishes, though.
Uh-oh, this is bad.
Oh, no, what are you doing out here? I told you there'd be a random run-in.
Drives the elbow down
But
again.
who is Tiny Shiny out here against? Oh! Faith Breaker.
Now
Got all
taking
of it. I can never remember what word it is. It rhymes with,
internal damage.
It looks like it.
Baker.
Targeted so many times over the course of
I
this
just don't know what
match,
end.
I wouldn't be shocked if one
Thank
or
God
two
she didn't
crack
pin
right
off of
now.
it, though. You know what's really stupid? Pinning people after hitting your finishers. That's a really fucking dumb thing.
Uh-oh.
That's so stupid.
And Trish Stratus is showing us exactly why
Like,
she's
come on,
all-time
idiots. They call them
great.
finishers. They're not supposed to win matches. That's why they're called finishers. Stupid.
Yeah, Trish knows she's in a fight now.
Thank God these people are so smart that they don't do it, though. It's a relief. God, I just hate when people pin off of finishes. Just thinking about it is getting me so angry. Oh. Pinning after hitting your finishing move. It's up there, honestly. Like, it's in the ranks. Top 10 dumbest things you can do in wrestling.
She's in big trouble.
Number
How much longer she'll be able to go.
2. Book Stephanie McMahon in a wrestling match. Number 1. Hit a finisher and pin. I don't know what the other 8 are. I got nothing. Oh, feet on the ropes. At least it's kind of a logical finish there. Yeah. Well, Tiny Shiny, she just wanted a first-person view. She wanted to come out, look at who was going to be the next contender, and go, "Yep, it's you." She predicted Michelle McCool, I hear. So Michelle McCool, she's victorious. She's going to meet Karma at Night of Champions for the Women's Championship. Is it going to be enough? Is this one random victory over someone who's also not been getting a lot of victories, is that going to be enough? I don't think so, personally. But never mind that. She's pointing at the Night of Champions sign. We don't put that one above the commentary desk, because it's not as important. It's actually put in the crowd. She's pointing at it right now. She's ready. She's on the road to Night of Champions. It's quite a legendary moment for her. We move on to our main event. World Tag Team titles on the line. Up next, we're going to find out backstage who it is that's going to be competing for the World Tag Team Championship. We're going to see them heading up to the ring in just a second. I guess this shouldn't really come as any kind of a surprise. The Powerhouse are actually the chosen people. Oh, hold on a second. What? I think the Powerhouse were headed out for a tag team title match. What does this mean? Well, I mean, the Powerhouse were just attacked backstage. It came as no surprise that McMahon had chosen Jackson and Kozlov. I mean, not Jackson, Jackson and Ryan. I was kind of predicting that. But the question is now, what happens with our main event? McMahon's got to be fuming backstage. I don't know what the hell we're going to do. Well, they're still coming out. They don't really back down from a whole lot, though, to be honest.
Following contest is for the World Tag Team Championship. Approaching the ring, the World Tag Team Champions, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and Drew McIntyre.
Well, there you go. The United Kingdom, the World Tag Team Champions. I mean, they're long overdue a tag team title defense. I can now actually give you an exact number of days that they've been World Tag Team Champions for. Just a moment. The United Kingdom are currently on their 224th day as World Tag Team Champions. 6 defenses under their belt. What? Oh! Oh! I mean, I guess they don't call them the Rebellion for nothing. They take matters into their own hands. I don't know if this is legal. I don't know if this is sanctioned. I don't know if this is allowed. I think I just said the same thing 3 times in a row. Sheamus, I mean, he's got a look in his eyes. I don't really know what it means. The Rebellion have been a tag team on Raw since I believe CM Punk was drafted to Raw. He put an end to the straight edge society. He kind of changed his ways. He kind of became a strong fan favorite after McMahon kept screwing him over again and again. He wanted an opportunity against the World Heavyweight Champion Randy Orton after the draft all the way back in April. We're now here in August, 4 months later. McMahon's still obviously not Punk's favorite person. The Rebellion was literally formed because Kane was also the victim of a lot of screwing from McMahon, including being forced to unmask. To a one-on-one match between CM Punk and Kane, which would have put Punk in an opportunity to face McMahon one-on-one. That was actually what started at the beginning of the Powerhouse, was the hired assistance of Ezekiel Jackson from McMahon. I think we're actually going through with this. I think we're really going to see this tag team title match. Yeah, it looks like the Celtic Cross, the United Kingdom, whatever you want to call them. I'm sorry, I alternate between the two. They are still the Celtic Cross after all. They're just a part of the United Kingdom. Defending those World Tag Team Championships against the Rebellion. This is a match we've seen before, and we haven't seen a lot of the Rebellion lately. I don't really know what kind of condition they're in. The last time we saw these two in the ring together was an Inferno match for Kane's Hardcore Championship that saw Kane put CM Punk through a wall of fire and then laugh about it. So I don't really know the solidarity of the Rebellion, but they've taken it upon themselves to once again rebel and compete for these World Tag Team Championships tonight against Orders of the Boss.
You don't want to disappoint Mr. McMahon after he goes out on a limb and handpicks you.
I mean, this seems to have become an official match. I seriously hate how the red doesn't match McIntyre's at all. I went completely 100% off of the colors in the formulas. It's just that I don't think Sheamus' trunks go that bright.
What are they doing here? And now he's back out on the apron.
It'd be a real shock to see the Celtic Cross lose the World Tag Team Championships. They've held on to those for quite a long time. As I say, you know, what, 224 days into their reign. They're the longest reigning champions across all brands, across any universe records, to not mention a certain Thursday show. We've never seen a reign this long before.
Could we have you unified tag team champions? Let's see.
Mr. McMahon predicted one day Drew McIntyre would be champion. And within less than 6 months of his arrival, Drew McIntyre won the prestigious Intercontinental Championship.
Oh, believe me, McMahon did not use the word champion when talking about that push. I'm just glad he's finally getting it now, I'll say that.
This is an undying will to succeed. With the championship at stake, you know these superstars will give everything they have to win here tonight. Spine first, Punk displaying some of that tremendous
Don't
ego.
waste time, Punk. This is not an easy opponent you're up against. These guys have beaten you guys before.
This is bad.
Crushing damage directly delivered to the back.
This would definitely change the pace of Night of Champions. I mean, the question is then who would compete for the World Tag Team Championship at Night of Champions if the Rebellion were to win? I mean, it would definitely take a load off Sheamus's mind, that's for sure. He loses those World Tag Team titles, they're actually doing him a favor.
Tuned into Monday Night Raw live. And
At the moment, that's a lot of pressure on Sheamus. He's got to defend both the World Tag Team and the World Heavyweight Championship. Same night, Night of Champions, both championships on the line. The only reason they're defending here tonight is because they're overdue on a title defense. They were supposed to defend one every 30 days. I think defense number 7 comes after 210 days, or within those days. They should be looking towards defense number 8 too.
magazine out this month, and you'll find some interesting articles in there about all the superstars here.
Imagine a victory over the World Heavyweight Champion. Only one man has done that this season, and that is Batista. That is what has secured him this opportunity at Night of Champions. He is the first man to beat Sheamus on Raw this season.
Accolade he'll enjoy reminding you of any chance he gets. Oh, what an incredible move!
If you haven't done it yet, check out.
You know, I think that's kind of the thing, is this has definitely thrown the United Kingdom off their A game. They were obviously expecting to go 2-on-2 with Mason Ryan and Ezekiel Jackson. Like the rest of us assumed that was who they were going to be defending against. And then to see CM Punk and Kane come out here, that's going to completely throw you off your game.
And he fights out of it. He breaks the hold. The barbaric, ruthless Sheamus.
It won't take long for the aggression to escalate quickly in this one.
Things are just getting intense between these two tag teams. I mean, Drew McIntyre, he was showing a lot of signs of hurt. He was clearly worked over quite well by the combination of CM Punk and Kane.
And he escapes the hold.
You know, that usually when Punk gets these big opportunities in the main event, he kind of flakes, though. He doesn't always, well, he never really pulls through. Things never really go according to plan for CM Punk. He's got one of the worst win-loss records going. Could this be the beginning of that being turned around? One can only hope.
That leg drop. Kane enjoys punishing his opponents. He relishes every one of those sadistic moves.
Off the ropes.
Good Lord,
Ooh,
what
2
impact with the
elbows.
double team.
Punk into the first pin attempt on Sheamus. It's a very bold move to try and pin the World Heavyweight World Tag Team Champion.
Oh, and paintbrushed. Whoa,
And Punk, ooh, okay. Same as always with those moves, they just never really connect. No one's there to catch you.
He almost took his head off with that lariat. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here on Monday Night Raw in this jam-packed arena. Michael Cole and Jerry, the King Lawler.
Things go downhill once again for the Rebellion.
Oh, look at this. Not the position you want to be in. When I look at Sheamus, I just see that white body. It reminds me of a corpse. In fact, I might like him better if he were one. Ooh, hard shot to Sheamus.
And he tags out.
There you go. Tag made. Okay, Drew McIntyre maybe. No, Sheamus just yelling at a fan there. I don't think that was necessary.
My goodness.
Especially not when your tag team title reigns in jeopardy like this. Kane welcomed that. He wanted Drew McIntyre in. I mean, I guess you want the guy that's has been softened up the most, realistically. Of course, we've got a 20-minute time limit on this main event. Perhaps that's the Celtic Cross's plan, is to try and expire that time limit. That's still a title retention. Not yet seen anybody utilize that, but that is an opportunity waiting to happen. Kane, though, looking to perhaps wrap this one up, get the tag team title victory. Oh, nice reversal there. He used the R-Truth MVP Shelton Benjamin move. That's how you do a reversal. And they're just singling out Drew McIntyre right now.
The demented Kane is full of rage tonight.
Gotta be careful that Drew McIntyre doesn't suffer some kind of injury in this tag team matchup.
What do I have to do to put this match to rest?
So Kane very quick to get to his feet. And I get, oh, okay, Sheamus is in. I don't know how that happened, he just kind of slid. Things aren't looking good for the United Kingdom right now. They really don't want to follow the same fate of the Misfits over on SmackDown, but I think they are. I think this might be oh, never mind. I'm not saying this might be the beginning of the end, but Sheamus with a very big high cross across the ring. And of course, who pins off of finishers, as I said before, that's just silly. That's just so stupid. You wouldn't do that. Good move, Sheamus. Good move. Now a basic move like that, that's what you go for the pin off of. You get the job done. Not always, though.
Kane is watch it. What strength, fighting his way out. It's a big fight feel here in this arena. The WWE
I don't know if tagging McIntyre back in is the best idea. They might have just done the Celtic Cross a favor by not allowing that to happen.
And he makes the tag.
Punk trying to wake up Kane, trying to get the tag in. He does. CM Punk now in the ring. Punk and McIntyre. Okay, that was almost a full combo, but it wasn't. Almost halfway through the length this match was given. The Rebellion have got to be careful that they don't see this one end in a timeout. So say that's another way to keep your tag team championships. Ends in a tie, you keep those tag team titles. Can't lose them on a draw. Surprised there's no sight of William Regal in this match, actually. Haven't seen him since he lost to Edge a couple weeks ago in the main event of Raw for no reason.
Wait a minute! Refusing to give in there. What sheer determination. Vicious shot to the lower back.
Many strikes. Punk, he's still trying to connect with that big kick. He's just going to keep trying until he gets out here. Just really wants that momentum. He really wants to, he wants to do it. He wants to hit the big kick. The big kick is very important. Try it again. Okay, it didn't quite work. Try it again. That's what you do. You just keep trying. Just try it again. No, McIntyre just really doesn't want to take that kick. He's feeling a little soft. Punk's heading up. Going for a... Oh my god! Punk does moonsaults? Nah, there's Sheamus, just in time. He just really doesn't want to take any big kicks to the head. He might be dealing with a concussion, perhaps. Perhaps there's a reason for that. There is absolute chaos going on in this ring right now, and I honestly can't tell who's in control of who. Off the ropes. And, oh, hold up, roll up, roll up. That's how title reigns normally end. Oh, oh no. McIntyre to his foot. Oh my god, Punk straight into it. Kane knocking Sheamus off. Punk with the pin. My voice is dying like Michael Cole in any big match. And oh my god, the reign finally is over. Also, Punk's losing streak is finally over. Oh my goodness, a match that wasn't even supposed to be happening tonight. That man might have 21 losses, but he's now got 12 wins. CM Punk with his first championship victory. Kane, a tag team champion. Who would have thought back when this alliance was formed 4 months ago, they would actually win the tag team championships? What a beautiful moment to close out Raw. The Rebellion have... Kane. He's really feeling it. he's really proud. Oh, what a moment for the Rebellion. Finally, World Tag Team Champions, finally on top. The Celtic Cross's reign of terror is over. But this is only the beginning for the United Kingdom. They've got a rematch. Absolutely, they've got a rematch at Night of Champions. And, you know, the Rebellion, they're gonna have to pull through and do this again in just 2 weeks' time. But nonetheless, what a way to close out Raw. What a beautiful victory. I'll see you guys next time on NXT. Bye-bye.